Bonjour, everybody. This is Tiggy Maximus with Tiggy Maximus Talks on YouTube, episode 30, the big 3-0. I just want to get on here. I want to make some predictions. You guys can make them very useful, make some money off of it. We got NFL action, week 5. Let's go through it. So, we got 16 matchups, I believe, and a lot of great matchups. Some of them might be very hard to call, but before I forget, the Colts did beat the Broncos on Thursday Night Football. That was kind of hard to watch, but granted, I actually didn't watch much of it. It ended up just being all field goals, 12-9 Colts. Now, granted, Broncos had a shot to win it in regulation. They had the ball. They were down the field. They were up by 3. Could have kicked the field goal, but they threw an interception in the end zone. And gave a chance for the Colts. Colts went back the other way. Colts kicked the game-winning field goal in overtime. After they forced overtime with another field goal. So, yeah, I can imagine that trading for or signing Russell Wilson um, may have been a bad choice. Now you've gotten a shell of his old self, Russell Wilson, as a quarterback. So I don't know. I guess this project with the Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson is only going to last for maybe a year or two, and Denver might start looking for a quarterback again. Well, good luck to them. Now, let's start off with Chargers and Browns. Game is in Cleveland. Both teams are 2-2, and Justin Herbert is playing. I think he's a little healthier, but he's not 100%, as you would imagine. But Justin Herbert, I believe he does have the most yards thrown in the NFL right now after 4 weeks. So there's no Keenan Allen in this one, but you still got Mike Williams. You still got, I think Guyton is there, Palmer's there, DeAndre Carter. Um, you even got Chris Everett. I think he's on the team. I think he's our tight end. I think his name is Chris Everett, or it could be Greg Everett. Main thing is his name is Everett, and Austin Eckler, healthy, is on the team too. Hopefully Isaiah Spiller is on there too. He should be healthy by now. Joey Bosa, I think he was only going to be out for either a week or a little longer. So the Chargers defense has to kind of step up in his absence. Khalil Mack, he's doing pretty well, so hopefully he picks up the slack. So I'm liking the Chargers to win this game. Next up, we have the Seahawks and the Saints. This game isn't really as exciting as I had seen in years past. Both teams have been kind of voided of like all-star power. I like Rashad Penny because that's the issue, and he's starting to kind of pick his foot in again as a top, as one of the premier, you know, running backs. Or he's on his way back up again. So if he brings his special abilities, his explosiveness, his big yardage games. Hopefully, it can help the Seahawks pull out a victory. And I think the Seahawks have Geno Smith, who seems to be putting up numbers that seems to be very unbelievable. But he had a great game, 48-45 against the Lions in that shootout. So I like the Saints because they have Taysom Hill. They also have a rookie receiver who's doing pretty well, Chris Olav or Olave. They also have, uh, Alvin Kamara. So this one's gonna be a good matchup. Uh, but I think the Saints will pull out the victory against the Seahawks here. Um, Next up we have 49ers going to Carolina to face the Panthers. Yeah, I'm picking the 49ers to beat the Panthers. I don't know what the Panthers are doing. It's just not working out with either quarterback. I mean, they only have, Christian McCaffrey, but that's it. So it might be wasting another year with Christian McCaffrey with no quarterback leadership. So next up, we have a London game. We got the New York Giants, 3-1, going up against the Green Bay Packers, 3-1. That one should be a good back and forth game, actually. And even though you wouldn't think the Giants or Panthers can be like um, Super Bowl contenders, but the fact that they're both 3-1 at this juncture of the season, maybe just because their schedule was very favorable, but this should be a fun matchup. I mean, the Giants, you got the quarterback Daniel Jones, and you got Saquon Barkley, who's doing pretty well. And then you got the Packers with Aaron Rodgers, and he still has, Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. And then, so if I had to pick here, I'll pick the Packers to beat the Giants. Next up, we have Steelers going to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills. That's easy for me. I'm picking the Bills to win this one. We also got Bears visiting Minnesota Vikings. I got the Vikings in this one. Next up, we got Lions and Patriots, and that one, that was a tough one. But I'll pick the Lions to beat the Patriots. That would be a shocker. Next up, we have Dolphins and Jets. Dolphins, I don't think they have Tua. I don't think he'll be back for a while. He's been having some scary episodes with his concussion and injuries. Just that image of Tua with his hands look all mangled up because of his double concussion. Not enough time to recover. I would say you know what? I actually might pick the Jets to beat the Dolphins in this one. Just because. Next up, we have Falcons and Buccaneers. Falcons traveling to Tampa Bay. It actually might be a good matchup, actually. So Tom Brady might have some problems in this one at home. But I'm going to pick the Buccaneers to beat the Falcons. Next up, we have Titans and Commanders. Picking Titans to beat the Commanders. That one's in Washington, D.C. Next up, we have Texans and Jaguars. This one's easy for me. I'm picking the Jaguars to beat the Texans. Cowboys are going to the Rams. That one should be a good one. I am picking the Cowboys to beat the Rams. Next up, we have Eagles and Cardinals, and I'm picking the Eagles to beat the Cardinals in Arizona. And then our Sunday Night Football matchup, we got Bengals traveling to Baltimore to face the Ravens. Um, this one should be a good matchup. Um, you know, I might actually pick the Bengals to beat the Ravens. And then we got our Monday Night Football matchup. We got the Chiefs hosting the Las Vegas Raiders, and I got Chiefs beating. I got the Chiefs beating the Raiders. Um, it might be by 2 touchdowns or more. So should be a good matchup. Got a little side action going on for Chiefs and Raiders, as you would imagine, with my Raider friends. So, there you go, guys. Those are my picks for Week 5 NFL. Make some money off of those. Um, uh, and if you're into some WWE action, tonight is Extreme Rules. There's 6 matchups on the line. Let's see. Let's see. In the main of one of the key matchups tonight, it might be the main event actually, is Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Um, that is going to be basically an Extreme Rules matchup where anything goes, anything can be used. Let's see. So for that one, even though Liv Morgan has defeated Ronda Rousey twice, one, Liv Morgan cashed in on Ronda Rousey. That was one. And their rematch, Ronda Rousey may have tapped out. Liv Morgan, but the referee did not see the tap out, and Liv Morgan was able to roll up. Well, actually, Ronda Rousey had her shoulders pinned while applying the submission hold, one of her signature arm bars, I believe, and Liv Morgan was able to get the pin while tapping out, but since the tap out was not seen, Liv Morgan wins the matchup. Now, this is their third go around. Now, this one is going to be an Extreme Rules match. However, I think Ronda Rousey will defeat Liv Morgan tonight and take back her SmackDown Women's Championship. So, I think that will be the big payoff in this one. And I like Liv Morgan as champ, but I think it's Ronda Rousey will probably get her revenge. So that's my pick for that match. We also got another women's championship match. We got the Raw Women's Championship on the line. Bianca Belair defending her title against Bayley. We have seen some upper hand coming from Bayley on Bianca, but I think Bianca Belair will defend her title and defeat Bayley tonight, keep her title, and wait for another challenger. I'm actually waiting for Rhea Ripley challenge Bianca Belair. So a great key matchup here. We have Matt Riddle facing Seth Rollins in a fight pit match. And guess who's the special guest referee for this one? It is Daniel Cormier, DC. I think Matt Riddle will win this one. And it may or may not end this rivalry. So I like Matt Riddle in this one. We also have, I think, there's a matchup between the Brawling Brutes So I think it's a 6-man tag. The Brawling Brutes with you got Pete Dunne as Butch, Holland, and you got Sheamus going up against Imperium, Gunther, Vinci, and Klaus. So, in that matchup, I think I'm actually watching the replay of the season premiere of SmackDown as I'm talking to you guys. I think I think the Brawling Brutes might actually pull out the victory in this one. I would imagine that Sheamus will probably get a pin on Gunther. We also have an I Quit match between Edge and Finn Balor. Honestly, I'm pulling for Finn Balor to win this one. I like Finn Balor. And I think there's one match left on the card. It's a strap match. So Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross have been fighting, especially becoming like a number one contender for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship held by Roman Reigns, but they're going to try to sell their score before they can go back and challenge Roman Reigns. So the strap match, there's two ends to a strap. One will go around the wrist of one, and the other end will go around the wrist of the other fighter. And I'm gonna pick Karrion Kross in this one to defeat Drew McIntyre. So I really like Karrion Kross to challenge Roman Reigns actually. So this should be a cool matchup, and I can't wait to see it tonight. Not sure which one will be the main event, but I would imagine one of the women's championship matches will be the main event tonight, and maybe one of the women's championship matches might actually be the opener. So, I mean, honestly, I like the format where you have a championship match to open the card, and you should have a championship match to end the card too. So that's always a good business plan. So the MLB Playoffs started, and the Padres beat the Mets in the first game last night. I was over at Crafted Culture in Sabre Springs Parkway. I guess it's also Carmel Mountain and Poway mixed together. So Padres won 7-1. They beat their best pitcher, Max Scherzer, who's a Hall of Famer, but Padres just had their number last night. And I think tonight, Padres game 2 in New York again. Actually, all 3 games are in New York. That's how the wild card format is. All 3 games have to be played at the higher seed. Since the Padres at the 5 seed and the Mets at the 4 seed, all 3 games are in New York. But I don't think it really matters to the Padres. Padres will be starting at Blake Shell, and I think Jacob deGrom will be starting for the Mets. Both great pitchers, Cy Young winners, I believe, and I don't know if Jacob deGrom is healthy, but I think he's healthy enough to put on a performance tonight. But I have a feeling the Padres are going to clinch tonight, so cross my fingers for that. This might be the great time. Everything might be clicking for the Padres, and this might be a good time for them. So, playoff mode is a different beast, and can't wait. I would want to say other games going on. Um, I didn't check the score yet, but you got the Cleveland Guardians. Um, they defeated the Tampa Bay Rays in the first game last night, so they're up 1-0. I think I last saw they were in the 12th inning or the 13th inning, and it's still 0-0. What a pitcher's duel. Um, Also, you got the Mariners shocking the Toronto Blue Jays. Uh, Mariners won that one 4-0. So Blue Jays need to fight back today and try to force a game 3 tomorrow for tomorrow. But what else? We got Cardinals were ahead 2-0 on the Phillies last night, but the Phillies scored 6 in the top of the ninth, and so they won 6-3. So Phillies are up 1-0, and the Cardinals need to fight back and try to force a game 3 for tomorrow. So can't wait. I mean, the Padres win. They're going to be facing the number 1 seed LA Dodgers. That's always fun. If the Cardinals don't come back, Phillies might be facing the Atlanta Braves, the number 2 seed. If the Guardians pull off the victory, I haven't looked at the score yet because I'm looking at you guys right now. I'm a little curious. Did Cleveland win or not? No. It is in the bottom of the 15th and it's still 0-0. What the hell? Okay. So back to the Blue Jays and Mariners. If the Mariners happen to win this matchup, whoever wins this matchup will be facing the Houston Astros, number 1 seed in the AL. If the Guardians pull it out, they're going to be facing the number 2 seed Yankees. So we got some good matchups in the next round, but I'm curious what this wild card is going to do for everybody. So there's that. And you know what? Right now, the Blue Jays are ahead of the Mariners. So we might have a game 3 tomorrow for the Blue Jays and Mariners. So okay. So I wanted to talk about a comedy show I went to. Let's see. Did I talk about last Saturday? So last Saturday, I just want to refresh everybody. I went to a comedy show in Vista at the Wildwood Crossing and Cantina. Great venue. And I'm pretty sure they have really great food, surf and turf and Mexican food and steak and chicken. So next time when I go there, I'll order food actually. Even though I did a good deed when I was there, but I essentially got in and paid for free. But yeah, you had Rachel D. She was the headliner. Her comedy, I think it was like 8.5. She had some great jokes, some materials mixed in with old ones. Rachel Sterling, I think I kind of gave her a 7.8. Carmelita Jones, she was pretty funny. I think I gave her like an 8 out of 10. Anita Laugh, the host, I don't think she really did much comedy stuff. I don't think she's still working on it, but I don't think she was really doing much material, but she tried. I would just kind of give her a 7 out of 10. There was also Jessica Hudson. I always love her edible jokes, especially at the Padres game. But I think Jessica Hudson, I think she got like a 8.3 out of 10. So, um, so great show. I got to talk to everybody after the show. Got some pictures and got to be, cool in a spot. Okay, so right now I'm looking at SmackDown, and right now you have Logan Paul confronting Roman Reigns. Can't touch each other, I guess. I think November 5th is their clash in Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. So, Okay. So yeah, so it's great talking to everybody after the show. Got some pictures and got to see what everybody's up to. I still love the comedy scene. I like meeting comics, and I don't know if I'm just like the type that just likes to talk to them after the show. Maybe I'm just making it a thing. So that's how I'm inserting myself in there. Um, I went to another comedy show in Pacific Beach on Thursday. It was the Amplified Ale Brewery, hosted and produced by comic Melissa Weisman. Um, she did her stand up. I thought her comedy was 8 out of 10. I think I'm kind of used to her material by now. I did find the back lot that's free for parking. I didn't have to pay $40 for parking this time, so I learned my lesson. Um, who else was on the show? Oh, Grant Sampson. Um, Grant Sampson, I thought his comedy was 7.9 out of 10. There was also another Grant on the show, Grant Bozim. I thought his comedy was 7 out of 10. There was a Veronica Gordon on the show. Veronica Gordon, I've now had a chance to see her full set live, and I want to give her a 6.9 out of 10. I don't think the crowd really got into it. So, who else was on the show? Oh, we had featured comic Colton Harpy. I thought his comedy was, I think he had to kind of come in after having a bad reception from earlier comics. So I think he came in pretty much with a challenge. But I thought his comedy was, let's say 7.7 out of 10. So Hmm. Oh. Oh. Paul Heyman is always a classic mic talker. I can't wait to watch that Crown Jewel. Okay, so then there was a headliner at the comedy show, Shorty or Short Jake. Short Jake, he had a nice touch. He had jazz music and jazz. Well, actually, no. Is it jazz music? No. Yeah, I think it was just music and jazz music together. He also telling jokes while he's performing music, so that was a nice touch. I actually gave. I would think Short Jake's performance was probably an 8.4 out of 10. So, oh, and Melissa actually had a pop-in comic. It was Orion Levine. Thought that his was like 8 out of 10, but he was pretty funny though. So, good show from top to bottom. Great show by Melissa. I can't wait for my next comedy show that I plan to go to. I have a few options, but I can't wait for that. So, all right, guys. That's it for me. Comedy shows, Padres playoffs, WWE, NFL. Should be a fun weekend. This is Tiggy Maximus. Have fun, everybody. Be safe. And Tiggy Maximus is signing off. Bye, guys.